For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, MLB The Show brings you Game 7 of the World Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. It's Game 7, everything on the line, and Chris, as a player, this is the spot you dream of.
I guarantee you, as kids, they've made up this scenario. Game 7 of the World Series, bases loaded, and all that pressure there. Well, here's the reality tonight. The key, act like you're in the backyard all over again. See if you can come through with something big.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. So here's the lefty, Carlos Rodon.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
This is Corbin Carroll.
The center fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's Gurriel. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he deals. In the air to left center. Puts the squeeze on that one. Out. Number 2. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit.
And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Diamondbacks down in order. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the World Series on the show. Back in the Bronx. And on the hill, the lefty, Madison Bumgarner. What do you have on him, Chris?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Oswald Peraza. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Mad Bum deals. Next offering is outside. No secret, Mad Bum is a country boy born in Hudson, North Carolina, He loves rodeo competitions and roping events. Here's a good nugget. He's even competed in official events under the name Mason Saunders. And a pitch. Stays alive. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
It's Aaron Judge now. Out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams.
Now a relay to the plate. Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff man, relay throw to the plate, a perfect strike, and a great way to end the inning.
Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Singing in Game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the guys that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure there. His teammates are looking to him to lead this one, and I think he's going to do it.
And now the lefty. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Sends it to first, and quickly one away in the second.
The second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Here's Nolan Gorman. The 1-1. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
No score here in the second. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing, and he breaks his bat. They got Shioka to first, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Next pitch misses inside, and a count 2-1. That one pushed foul. Two. Center field. Carroll moving under it and makes the grab. And there's one away.
Batting 6th, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
Rizzo.
2-1 now. Out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Oswaldo
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera, a switch hitter batting right. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And it's even up. Now he breaks his bat and puts the squeeze on that, and that ends the inning. One, two, three, go the Yankees. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Lewis.
Number 1, Kyle Lewis.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The punch out there, and one away in the top of the third.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. So now 1-2. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the struggles continue in the postseason.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize it.
Now that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here in New York, set for the bottom of the third, and here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And now it's even up. The pitch. And now it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Rafael Ortega stands in. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And a ball evens the count. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Oswald Peraza. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is the inning. On to the fourth. Still scoreless. Back at Yankee Stadium, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Corbin Carroll. The 2-1. Foul ball.
Well, these Diamondbacks, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Ortega settles under this one. puts the squeeze on it. 2 down.
Now back. The right fielder.
Digging in, Jake McCarthy went down on strikes his first time through. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, DJ LeMahieu. The wide to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here comes Aaron Judge. The pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
All over that one right there. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next pitch inside, and the count's full. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Flied out his first time. This one popped up right side. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's Christian Walker.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and deals. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. That one is gone. That's his 3rd home run of the series, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Next to hit for Arizona, Nolan Gorman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In the air, left side. And there's one down. Now it's Evan Longoria's turn. 0 for 1 so far. This one in the air right field. Judge getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder,
This is Kyle Lewis. His first at bat was a strikeout. Next one misses, and the count 2-1.
One strike.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo. The count 2-1. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. First time up was a pop out. Here's a 1-1. Tap back up the middle. Lawler. On to second. They get one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Stepping in, Kyle Higashioka. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Swing and a ball popped up, and it drops in. The throw to third, and he's out.
Well, that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third. It was such an exciting play, and it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there, it just didn't work out for him.
And now here is Rafael Ortega. Zips it across, and that is that. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now Carson Kelly. And the pitch. To the right side, collected by Torres. 1 up, 1 down. And now the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. Struck out swinging his first time. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's outside. The next pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Out to short, Peraza. Fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away. Here's a speed threat, Corbin Carroll. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Left-hand hitter waits. In the air out to center. Ortega under it. He's got it. And that's the inning. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Oswald Peraza. Line drive, base hit. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. And a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Line, and that's a base hit.
The right field.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Peraza over at second. LeMahieu at first with no outs. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Here is Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
First and second, 2 down. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And a pitch. That one drifts inside.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next offering misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Ripped into right field, base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he exits on the hook for the loss, but he threw the ball very well. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after a quick break. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jonathan Loaisiga.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 away.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Runner on the go. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. At the belt and fires. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That's his second strikeout. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Lucas Littke takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that's ball 4.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Now here is Kyle Higashioka. And now 2-2. And he dodges that fastball with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That misses. 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And there's ball 4.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
Now it's the shortstop, Oswald Peraza.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Mark Melancon taking over on the mound.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
The 1-1. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Now he steps off and looks it back to second. That misses. 3-2 now. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
And here it comes. On the ground. Sends it across to first. And that is the inning. And the Yankees leave them loaded. They trail here 1-0. Tommy Kahnle into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Evan Longoria. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Lewis. Making a move at second base on a pinch run, Nick Ahmed.
Now running at second base, number 13, Nick Ahmed.
D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter, Alec Thomas. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. The 1-1. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Strike 3 on the foul tip. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Runner at second here, one gone. Next to hit, Carson Kelly. The next offering misses. And the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. Kicks and fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ahmed at second, Kelly over at first with 1 away. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Wandy Peralta comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Corbin Carroll will hit next. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That one out to right. Judge is there. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. So coming into the game now on defense, Nick Ahmed. He's the new third baseman.
Now playing third base.
Also entering the game, Alec Thomas. He'll be out in left field.
Now in left.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Tanner Houck.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber. The tying run at the plate. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Judge out on the play.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 3. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Two and two. Just misses there.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here is Gleyber Torres.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Tapped softly on the ground. Ahmed. Throw to first is in time. And Gleyber Torres retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing across here this half. 8 innings complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Yankees nothing. Number 97 on the pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. now at the plate. Going to count 1 and 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's a 1-1. Popped up left side. LeMahieu pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. He's already homered here in this one. 2 down, nobody on. And now 2 balls and a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Michael King getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Yankees nothing. Ken Giles comes on trying to close it out.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
And here is Anthony Rizzo. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And a 1-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Josh Donaldson, a critical at bat in this game for him. The 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Got him! And now one away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And the batter now, Kyle Higashioka.
No.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. They're down to their final strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
The 2-2. And that's it. They've won the World Series.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides comes to the ballpark knowing that this is it. Well, these guys got it done. They've been a special club all year long, and it's fitting they win it all in a special series.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.
Mm-hmm.